good evening, or good morning. It's 2:40 a.m. I often find myself sitting here, wide awake, with absolutely no fucking clue why. I get somewhere between 4 and 6 hours of sleep. So I make do with it and do shit, like set up my office, microphone, the computer, all that stuff. Um, I just got done doing some classwork and putz around on the computer. I shut it all off for the day. Um, what I want to speak about, I don't even know how to speak about it, honestly. Um, but there are men out there like me that have been used for our money, whether it be the money in our pocket, our bank account, our paycheck, inheritance, or income tax check, or you name it, okay? Child support. Um, Now, I say that, and there is a rare occasion when a lazy ass motherfucker wants to use a woman. Won't go get off his ass, go get a job. Putting her in debt in multiple ways. Making her feel guilty. Blackmailing her. All kinds of different shit. That's abuse. Basically brainwashing her into believing that she's obligated to stick around. The home could be in her name, or the mortgage, um, the utilities, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm reminded of a saying that a woman will sacrifice her marriage for her happiness, while a man will sacrifice his happiness for his marriage. In a rare occasion, in a woman that has not matured or healed through previous traumas, whether it be adult or childhood traumas, they get stuck in a loop where they stay with that douchebag, whether he's abusive or not. In either case, if the motherfucker's not getting up off his ass and he's a working, able body, he's just a lazy piece of shit, then that's manipulative, controlling abuse. Even if he's talking just normal like this. It's the way you use your words and how you inflect them and what it is you're saying that will hurt that person and manipulate them. Women do that to men. But on a rare occasion, an abused woman will get stuck in that. You get what I'm saying? No matter what the issue is, no matter what the case is. Excuse me. No matter what the case is, nobody should ever be made to feel obligated for shit. Not one thing. Okay? I have been used for my money and my resources and all that shit multiple times. My heart, my ideas, my energy, period. every last bit of my thoughts and ideas were given away most recently and over the course of the past few years. Now, I did read a scenario where there's a third person dynamic story, okay? Person A was with person B. Then left person B and went to person C. Person C ended up being that douchebag. That lazy ass motherfucker. When finances get involved, it puts a stressor on the relationship and the people involved. In this day and age, it's best that both people and both adults in the household keep a job. You can't put that all on me. Not in this day and age. Not one person can make enough money, an average person in an average job. Not one person can take care of an entire household with less than $25 an hour. Do the math. I don't want to live fucking off pennies. And child support eats up my fucking paychecks like crazy. So both the adults in the household need to have a job. Now, when you come into trying to acquire somebody's possessions through relationship status, there's some evil, conniving, manipulative, fucking calculated chess game shit. I've had a couple of them. Yeah. It's funny too. It's both the women I got pregnant. I tested them by giving them access to my checking account. It was a local bank. Checking account, debit card, blah blah. They both fucking squandered fucking every fucking penny in there. I couldn't fucking keep enough money in that fucking account to fucking pay the bills. Let's go do this. Let's go buy that. I need that. Blah 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 blah. Even with kids, some people just should not be put in charge of money. To be perfectly honest, there are very rare women. Let me calm down. There are very rare women that got their shit squared away, that can manage their money very well. And those very rare women I find in the crypto industry. And most other women that I talk to have no fucking clue about crypto and don't want to even know. Anyway. Being conniving like that to get at somebody's money, to be a part of an inheritance, to be present or married to when an inheritance is to be found or presented or inherited into the possession of or even more evil, women waiting for someone to die. I'm gonna have to pause this and patch another clip to this. I gotta go check on my dogs. Okay, so last part I was saying is there are some very nasty, conniving bitches out there that will wait until a man dies to be a part of that will. Some sick shit. And even more sick are these young men trying to get married to older women knowing they're about to die. And you some sick ass puppies. Mm-hmm. Jeez. Here I am just trying to find a woman my own age to grow old with her. To grow up with her. To watch the kids and grandkids grow up with her at the same age progression. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to be with a woman that's like fucking 10, 15 years older than me. Watching her be that fucking old as shit in front of me. No. I'm sorry, ladies, but I want to grow old with a woman. I don't want to, like, your age is just not turn on, man. Sorry. So anyway, no matter what the scenario is, the excuse is, it's absolutely wrong, hateful and disrespectful, and just a nasty type of personality to be using somebody for their money, resources, or possible inheritance, or their paycheck, their status, their clout. Meaning, like, say for instance, the girl that wanted to date me only because I was sergeant first class. I'm like, wait, what? You wouldn't talk to me fucking 2 years ago because I wasn't. What? Okay, no. Bye. Okay, it's shit like that. I don't play that game. But there are women that will do that. And won't, like, kind of divulge it, but they'll play into, oh, I want to get close to you in a relationship. But they're looking to be that arm candy so they can get close to your paycheck. Shit happens. Most of us guys have that scenario come up in our life at some point in our life. I'm learning. I'm behind the times because, like I said in previous videos, that I have not had all the social experiences all of you have earlier in life. I was a shut-in kid, verbally, emotionally, physically abused. Wasn't allowed to go out and have friends and do whatever. And then I joined the military. Went to school after, well, during and after. Never really socialized, but I ended up going into an online schooling because I just couldn't deal with the fucking this shit that got going on at that school, so-called school. So I ended up being more, it looked like I was antisocial, but no, it's more like the choices I made me, after leaving the household when I was a kid, My choices made me be outside society. Very limited social interaction, mainly with my peers from work environments. Okay. Um, and then after school, I took my agriculture and forestry degree out there in the country, and became a cowboy. I stayed out there. Now I socialize with the ladies out there. um, it wasn't a bad thing. That was a good learning experience to take a lady out on like a proper date, like old school. And some of them ladies appreciated it. Like, go out for a picnic, go take the horses out to the river midday, and just let them jump through the river and shit. And we'll go swimming, go fishing, and fucking do our thing. Oh, the girls didn't like that. Take them to the city. Buy me this, buy me that, buy me this, buy me that. Those are the girls I don't fuck with no more. You have a buy me statement coming out of the fucking mouth? Nah. I don't buy you shit, and I sure ain't gonna buy you alcohol. You can fuck off on that one. Men that do that, mainly primarily younger men that use women for money, are usually the slacker type, limited self-worth, not very confident, mommy issues. Yeah, I said that. That is a layman term of a more in-depth mental health issue. Let's put it that way. Or some of them are just that conniving, but they'll just do it and go with an older woman just to get in the will, or get ahead of her money at some way. In either case, if it's a man or a woman that's doing it, no matter what the scenario, it should not be happening. It's fucked up and wrong. I've had my bank accounts drained and then closed behind my back when I needed to use my debit card. Yeah. I've had all kinds of weird shit happen. Some women are absolutely conniving. I've been fired from my job, evicted from my apartment, had my little hatchback towed off, and the cops were there to arrest me all on the same day as everything was going down, as if it was orchestrated. By the time I got out of jail, that apartment was cleaned out, and the landlord had said, "Oh, I don't know what happened to any of that stuff." I was literally forced into the fucking street that week. All of my resources were taken from me. My bank account, my vehicle, all of my possessions, my clothes. Nowhere to go. Thank you, bitch. Payback's a bitch, though. I don't have to do anything. Karma's a bitch. Karma is a motherfucking bitch. Another woman robbed my house clean as I was at a job site about 2 hours away. It's a good thing that before I moved her in there, I built a false wall in the attic and put all my footlockers behind it. that time I had some backup shit because I learned from the first time. And all that backup shit became my everyday stuff to go out and become a cowboy. Because she took everything else before I left. I'm not going to allow it to happen a third time. I'm not going to have it. The woman I want to be with will have to be able to take care of herself, her kids. I'm only going to step into the relationship and possible debt responsibilities if I know that you can already do it yourself. But if you're using somebody now for their resources and they turn around and end up using you, putting you in debt, and y'all are being fucking karmics to each other, hell no, I want nothing to do with you. I will find out too, like I said in previous videos, I'm going to do background checks and shit. I'm going to call those phone numbers if your most recent contact list that comes up when you do a background check, by the way. It's otherwise called a known contact list. For the ladies that I do background check, I'm always at the bottom of the fucking list. Even when it's somebody that I thought I was close to. Goes to show how much that was fucking important to him. So anyway, I will find out if you are a decent person, if you can take care of yourself, and if you're worth my time. And with that said, basically, I'm saying is, I'm not sharing my resources. If we're out, I'll buy you dinner. And we can go on a date thing, I'll pay for it, right? I'd rather just do an interview and, decide if, hang out a few days and, go up to courthouse and get hitched, kind of thing. I'm half serious, I'm like damn serious about that part. Like, I'm looking for my forever lady. I'm not looking to date to see where it goes. No. If you're dating to see where things go, you ain't serious about finding your forever person. Anyway, don't use people. It's wrong morally, ethically, and emotionally. And eventually, the karma will come back and bite you in the ass. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. The things you do to people will eventually come back to you in some way. It could be your health, your finances, your home life, your vehicle, kids and issues and blah, 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 blah. If you wished ill will on somebody by using and abusing, it will come back to you tenfold, one way or another. It's karma. It is. It's not me making threats. It's logic. It's karma. And I believe in karma. Why? Because I've done and said stupid and fucked up dumb shit. And it's always come back to bite me in the ass. And it happens to everybody. It's whatever. So, with that said, I'm still taking interviews, ladies. I've got a big box of popcorn in the cupboard. I can go grab me a bag and throw it in the microwave. I am interested in you, ma'am, the deputy that comes to my page and watches. I don't know for sure if you're just spying on me, keep an eye on me, and make sure I'm not psycho or some shit, or you're actually halfway interested in what I'm talking about. I'd like to get to know you. I see you're about my age, and I'm guessing you're about to reach retirement with the sheriff's department. Let's meet up sometime. Let's have some coffee, or go to lunch. Go do something. Get to know each other. Quit being bashful. Like I made that post to that kid Gabe Paul. I see everybody that comes to my page. Everybody. Go watch all my videos. You'll know why. I got pretty cool training for my winter jobs. So just come by. Just come by and talk to me. And if there's any other ladies that would like to get to know me, just remember, I am going to do a thorough background check. And after a background check, it would be the drugs and alcohol and STD test. I ain't crawling in bed with you until I know for sure. That shouldn't be a no-brainer for anybody our age. And that you shouldn't be shy about it. If you think that's cruel or disrespectful or invasion of privacy, girl, bye. I bless your heart. There's plenty of women out there my age that will say, hey, let's go to the hospital, let's get this shit squared away. I want to jump in bed. But they're smart about it. Go get STD and drug tests. We'll get all twisted and tangled up in sheets. Have a beautiful day, ladies. Good night.